What is up, my friends, and welcome to another tournament video. Today, we are once again going to be upgrade rushing every single game in the tournament, but this time, I'm going to do the extreme version. You guys might have seen the video from 2 weeks ago where I did this. I don't remember every single build I did, but it was just normal upgrade rushes, right? Today, I'm going to be doing the super extreme version every single game and see if it works. Now we're playing against Patches in game number 1. Patches is a Grandmaster Terran. Very cool guy, actually. He helped me with a bunch of mods. I don't know if you guys remember Necromancy StarCraft 2 that I made at some point. He helped me with that mod and a bunch of other stuff as well. Very nice guy. Does a lot for StarCraft 2. Also hosts his own tournaments on a specific balance mod, I believe, which is very cool. But unfortunately for us, he is a Grandmaster Terran, and that is definitely going to be the hardest matchup to do this freaking extreme upgrade rush in, because I mean, you can imagine if he attacks me with like a Reaper early on, it's gonna be pretty tough already. Also, we're playing on map contest maps. So for the people that play ladder, if you're curious why you've never seen this map before, that's why. This is from the Team Liquid map contest. A couple of these maps are gonna go into ladder. I don't know how they do the ladder maps exactly these days, because sometimes they change all the maps, sometimes they just change like 4. I prefer it when they change all the maps just because it's fun and keeps it fresh, right? But yeah, no idea whether you're going to see this map on the ladder at some point, but it is going to be played in this tournament. Let's see. I guess it's quite high to be a Reaper cliff, but I guess that's where it is. It's pretty hard to see, but it's right here, I guess. Is that the only one? Maybe here as well. Okay. Now, I don't think he's going to scout my... Actually, he might, because... he can see when his barracks is being built, right? And he can see that mine is way too late. But is he gonna... I mean, it's such a weird thing. Maybe he just assumes it's gas first or something. Okay. I think he might be aware. I kind of wonder what spray I have, actually. Oh, the salt one. That is actually a pretty good combo right there. All right, so we're gonna go for the upgrade rush into the expand. Very risky here, but I guess we'll see. Now, what I could do is I could go for a little... Reaper timing attack. Against Terran, that is a little bit harder. He's gonna find the evade eye, but he's gonna type something. Because it's just, I feel like when people see that, they're always like, oh no, this freaking guy. Or actually, I'm more afraid of being attacked than him typing anything, but still. Let's see, is it actually, yeah, it is a Reaper cliff, okay. What the heck did I just... I can't even recreate it. What the heck just happened? You guys saw that freaking Omega jump? Oh my. Okay, let's go for a factory. Second gas. I do need to have enough gas for my +1 armor, of course. Now, when is a good timing to attack with +1 Reapers? That is a really good question. I don't know the answer to it. I guess we're gonna have 2 Reapers. Well, maybe I should wait for the third one because it's already started, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Oh, that's another Reaper cliff. Can I out-micro him? That was actually a really good start to that fight for me, for sure. He might chicken out. I mean, I have to wait for +1, else this is just stupid, right? If I don't wait for +1, this is going to be probably a little bit of a miniature disaster. Now, he's not going to expect a +1 on this, so my Reapers are going to be way too strong. Look at that. He's probably like, what? How did my Reaper just die? Look, I think even this Reaper is going to pop off. There we go. We clicked another one. That's going to die as well. We pulled this one back. Barely couldn't save that one. But obviously going to be a successful defense. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for a 3rd CC. I mean, he must have realized, of course, that +1 finished. I think what probably happened there, actually, is that he clicked on my Reapers when he went in, saw the upgrade wasn't finished, and then he didn't click again. Because I don't think he would have committed the second time if he saw that +1 was finished. Now, what the heck do I do from here, guys? It's not an easy choice. Let's see. Oh, what the heck am I playing against? Okay, that is a build. Does he have a... Okay, he does have a base. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make tanks. That is for sure. Can I kill this one with +1? I feel like it's kind of close. No. Okay. Okay, so his build is also kind of crazy. I need my armory soon, TM. I think I actually need to make my gases as well. Let's see if he's... I think he might not be camping this anymore. Yeah, looks like he's not. SCVs are being pulled. Okay, let me make some bunkers on the high ground over here. Because I guess I'll use that one as a fake. That's going to be a fake bunker on the low ground. Maybe I should put the units inside, actually. Just so he fully commits instead of run. Actually, that's a good idea, I think. Just so he fully commits to it instead of running past, you know? I think that is the right idea. Now, behind this, obviously, we have to start our armory so we can get +2 attack. Very necessary in these situations. Okay, I think these bugs are going to finish. Yeah, especially with this. Actually, I should probably only put one inside. Okay. Well, he scouted me leaving, so that's not a good idea. Now, I'm not sure if he's still going to commit to this because I was sure it was going to be a massive attack, right? But then, I mean, it really should have arrived by now. That's the weird part. Yeah, I'm just going to be a little crazy and move this guy back to the low ground. Get a couple of healthy SCVs over here. He goes for a scan. Oh, this tank is actually a little risky because he could technically kill that from the low ground. Okay, let's see. Is he out here? Oh, I saw some Marines on the left side there. I'm going to send one Marine just so I can check. And then obviously we're going to be starting my 2-2 behind this. Let's see. Combat shield just finished. I think I saw that. Or maybe it was already finished and it just was an optical illusion. Or maybe it was just an illusion to me. Anyway, in the middle of us getting semi-all-in, we have just managed to start 2-2. So that is great news. At this point, I'm going to end up having 3-3 Marines without stim and combat. I mean, that's also going to be pretty funny. I've never had something like that before. I think I might go combat shield first here. I think it's actually a pretty good game to go combat shield first. Pro tip, and this is a very pro tip, and with that I mean that it's so randomly high level that you're probably never ever going to get to use it, right? If you have to choose between combat shield or stim when you're fighting against marine tank, combat shield is usually better. But that really only goes if you are fighting head-on. Because if you stim, your units have 35 health. With combat shield and no stim, they have 55. And it's actually, your units are better. And I'm also going to have really good upgrades. So this could be a masterful play. Could also be really dumb. But if I go for combat shield first, I also don't need... actually, I kind of want to... I'm afraid that he's going to drop here at some point and kill my E-base. That's what I'm afraid of mostly. Yeah, I don't have to get my medevacs fast, by the way. That is really cool, no? Because I'm not going to stim. And stim is really the main reason why you need medevacs. I mean, obviously, your units also take damage and it's nice to heal. But stim, like, you do... Honestly, you mostly do more damage to your own army than to the enemies. Like, it's a lot. Okay, it hurts so freaking bad. Especially if your army is massive. Let's get a starport over here. Now, could we hit a 2-2 stimless combat shield timing? How dumb is that? That is the question. And I'm sure you all are saying it's incredibly dumb, but is that going to stop me? Unlikely. Now, let's see. We have 40 seconds left. I think 45 seconds left on combat shields. We have 22 seconds left on that. Can I take this base? If that's his third base, we're actually pretty decent economically here. I didn't think it would look this good. He has a Marine there. I'm a little bit afraid that he's going to stim on top of me. Yeah, he's not going to go for the stim. That's quite smart, actually. Because it would have been a wasted stim, I think. Okay, we have freaking... This is so crazy. We now have 2-2 Marines with combat shield about to finish. 3-3 is already started, by the way. I'm going to make some turrets over here. And now I'm just going to attack because I need to see this. Okay, I have to see it. What are his upgrades? Well, okay, he does have 1-1. Okay, so he got a reasonably fast 1-1. That's... I think he might try to... If he doesn't have medevacs, this is going to be a great fight, actually. I hope that that's what happens. I want him to fight this without medevacs, and then we can see. Let's see. Look. Oh, well... Yeah, I mean, obviously he did have a combat shield as well himself. I kind of forgot about that part, to be honest. In my mind, it was going to be... Okay, that was a little bit of a brain fart by me, not going to lie. I mean, not like it was that bad, because we traded out and he had more Marines than me, but... I did forget about the part where he had both upgrades, not just one. Okay, good war room game, guys. Good war room game. Okay, now because we have a lot of tanks, we should be safe. I'm just going to keep going across, actually. Oh, I should probably get stim, huh? That's a good idea. Stim is going to finish... Actually, 3 is going to finish like 3 seconds before stim, I'm pretty sure. I think that's actually what it looked like. Let's see. So stim is 90 more seconds, and this is... Well, yeah, I mean, it's like 88 at the time that I said it, so it's going to finish like 2 seconds before, which is very cool. Now, I honestly don't even really need gas for... Like, look at my gas count right now. I'm really planning on just making mass Marines with upgrades, so I don't actually need it, but it's... Also feels a little crazy to stop getting it. Now, there's one thing we need to keep in mind here, is that 2-2 obviously builds faster than 3-3. So even though he's behind on upgrades, he is going to get 2-2 finished before I get 3-3. So that is a little bit scary. Okay, let's move it over here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like... He's actually kind of playing like me, right? It doesn't seem like he has... It's so funny to not have stim on this, by the way. Oh, he does have a tank. Let's see, okay. Forcing the repair, and then we go in to kill the SCVs. That is the play. I see something on the left side, which is very likely. Have you ever seen stimulus Marines do this much damage, guys? I'm not sure you guys have ever seen it. What? This is so dumb. Stimulus Marines? Yes, there you go. At some point in this attack, 3-3 end stim is going to finish, by the way, which is crazy. What? This is new to me. I'm not lying, guys. This is actually new to me. Okay, 3-3 is so close. I think we're going to have to evacuate here still. We actually killed the barracks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like this. Don't have to waste my boost because I think we're pretty safe. Oh, never mind. I was wrong about that again. Once again, good warm-up game. But now, oh no, I left. I thought he went back actually. Oh, thank goodness that tank was there. Otherwise, we would have been in a bit of trouble, to be honest. Let's get my units over here. And then we're going to move across with these guys. Once again, I do have 3-3. For the people that don't know, I talk about this a lot. Terran versus Terran is the matchup where upgrades are the most broken, okay? Like, upgrades are just insane. If you're up, like, one set of upgrades, I mean, assuming you both have stim and combat shield, it's just, they need so many more Marines to actually win against that. Like, it's genuinely absurd. Okay, so now we can kind of see that he's going to go for a big surround here. Now, I could target the SCVs. I think that's probably the smartest way to go about it. I can also just force him to repair forever, which is not bad, but I think this is okay. So what he's going to do is he's going to try to surround me, and I have to retarget the tanks. A very important thing here. Now, the reason why this is not going to be nice for him is because I have to look at these Marines. This is a joke, right? One set of upgrades ahead is just insane, okay? It's absolutely insane. 3-3 against 2-2 is absolutely not balanced. There's one tank there that's low HP. I think I can actually kill that from the low ground here. There we go. Boom. Tried to pull the SCVs to save it. Not going to work. And our 3-3 Marines are going to wipe the floor with him. And GG is called. Now, wow. Okay, perfect. I mean, I do think we got a little bit lucky with the early game build order because he wanted to go for like some kind of brutal all-in. I didn't see it the wrong way, right? I thought I saw him pull the SCVs and then not go for an attack. I mean, I don't know if I just misread the amount of SCVs and he was just saturating the natural. Oh, I did actually misread. Oh, okay. Oh, that is actually funny. It's just, how many SCVs was it? Like 6? It was 6 SCVs. I'm not kidding. My brain saw like 20. Okay, I'm actually not exaggerating. My brain saw like 20 SCVs. That's why I made the bunkers over here. So that makes this build even better, actually, because that means that I did all of this for nothing. And then I lost all my units here as well, kind of for the memes. No, this was honestly not a bad trade what happened over here. Now, he went for the double upgrades to counter my upgrades, but look at this. He went for really fast double upgrades, and my 2-2 is still going to start around the same time as his 1-1. First game is a success against the Grandmaster Terran. It is a best of 3. Let's go to game number 2. Game number 2 is going to be on At Eternity's Edge. Now, judging by this map card, it looks like a small... Yeah, okay, it's definitely a small map. Ooh, that's going to make this a little bit tougher, not going to lie, guys. Also, with this build, we are at an extra risk. You guys always talk about it in the comments, like, when I do challenges, I should maybe switch it up so I don't get blind countered. I kind of just accept that risk and go for it because it makes the challenge even harder, and I really like challenges, if you couldn't tell by now. But this build I'm doing is particularly vulnerable to blind counters, I would say. Oh, I did actually mess up the build order a little bit. So it's so weird to have to get your gas before the depot. What the hell? Oh, it's a landing zone. Oh, that's pretty sick actually for drops. It's so weird to have to get your... Oh, he's scouting me instantly this time. He's checking for the eBay. That's pretty funny. I think he wanted to reactively counter it. But yeah, you guys know, I didn't finish my sentence, but you guys know what I mean. It's really weird to get your gas before the depot, so I autopiloted into making the depot first. Now I think... Now he thinks my build looks normal, so now I can go for the eBay anyway. That's the play. Here we go. And this build actually makes sense to do it this way, because I got my depot before, so I have to hit my barracks before the eBay. Yeah, I could also wall him out. Is that worth it? I think not, actually. A little bit of a problem is that I can't afford a Reaper, I think, gas-wise, I mean. I think I'm actually going to have to go Marine first, which is okay, but not ideal. I mean, honestly, it's still a very nice build. The only problem is that sometimes in TVT, you really need a Reaper. That's the only thing. Look at my money. This build works out perfectly. It's crazy that you can do this, honestly, isn't it? I think it's... One of my gold keys is messed up. I can feel it in my spamming. I don't know which one it is. Looks fine, though. It feels like you shouldn't be able to do this, but you can. It kind of feels illegal a little bit. Okay, let's see. I imagine a Reaper Cliff is just this entire thing, probably. Probably this entire thing as well. Yeah, okay. Ooh, that's... I don't like that SCV getting back into my base because that could mean that he's gonna attack with a Reaper. And I don't want to have that against my Marine. Actually, it could be a decent bait, though. And I kind of want to lose this Marine so I don't get supply blocked on the SCV. It's honestly not that bad if I would, but... Okay. Doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Can I go for a reactor? I think that's a little bit too greedy. Let's go for the factory first. Then I'll get my second gas. And then I'll get a second Marine. Now, this is definitely going to be a little scarier because I'm missing the second Reaper. And +1 is not going to finish for the first jump up, just like last time, right? So we might need some extra micro over here if he's doing a similar strategy. That is for sure. Now, what am I going to do behind this? I would love to be able to just do the same thing. That would make me very happy, actually. If I can go for the freaking combat shield 3-3 Marines again, I would love that. Okay, let's go across. Surprisingly, no attacks from him, especially with the super fast scout. It's extremely unusual to instant scout, by the way, with Terran. I don't remember the last time I've seen it. I'm not even exaggerating. I think it might have been years since I've seen that. A very long time ago. And since I haven't seen anything, I'm going to go for the instant tech lab. Let's do a little check if there's something on the high ground. There is. That's the easiest way to check, by the way. You just kind of walk below. Let's see, is there anything over here? And I think he went for... That might have been CC first, actually. Is it a CC first? I think it might be. Okay, let me just jump up here. No, I can't. Oh, no. Okay, this is gonna live. Barely, I think. Yee! I don't have a grenade to save myself. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Terrible macro behind it. It's definitely a good warm-up series so far. Made some mistakes here and there for the memes. Wait, did he just scout me again? I think he might have just scouted me for a second time. All right, now we get +1 armor on the way. I don't think I can run past 3 Marines, sadly. That's going to make this a little more complicated. Do I get my gases already? Don't necessarily need them yet. I would love to know what he's doing, but he's not letting me scout. Oh, wait, he's letting me scout. Uh-oh, Mr. Patches. What's going on in this main base of yours? Mass racks again. Huh. He does play a little funky in TVT, huh? Definitely a little funky. TVT is a very technical matchup where you usually just play like, you know, 1-1-1 and then you make tanks and then you get air control, that kind of stuff. You don't usually play mass marines. That's mostly a me thing, but looks like Patches also plays like that, so that is pretty cool. Now, I did see exactly when his... It's so funny. I feel like I'm compelled to build it there. Now I have that space. I must build it there. I don't think it's necessarily smart, but it is what it is. Okay, then I get you guys. I still need to get my gases. I think his medevac drop will hit in about 1 minute, right? I think that sounds correct. Just based on when I saw that starport go down. Do I need any particular defense against that? Ideally, 1 tank in each base at least, and then I need enough marines. I guess this should be fine. Bunker with a tank behind it. So then this guy should go up into the main base, probably here. Really central, and then I just cover it with my +1 marines. +1 marines are going to be super good at this, so... Barely don't cover this spot, actually. Maybe I should get a turret out there. Okay, so he's in front of my base. He sees I have a tank, which he may or may not be excited with. I'm actually going to wait for starting +2 attack, because I want them to sync up. It's just more satisfying that way. I could start my +2 attack right now, but I have to wait. Actually, I get a combat shield first, and then we start at the same time. There we go. Beautiful. A little bit of missaturation over here. And then, yeah, we just camp our marines out here. 2-2's on the way already. Judging his build and what he did last game, I kind of think that his double eBay is also already on the way. Just like last time, he's going to be a... Yeah, exactly. He's going to be a set of upgrades behind, roughly. Right? But nothing too bad. I'm going to get combat shield. Let's not make the same silly mistake again of... You know, fighting in stim and combat shield with just combat shield. That was a little bit silly by me. I could go for a 2-2 combat shield drop, though. I think that would be pretty nice. Now, I'm actually a little bit afraid. I think he did play Command Center first, which means his eco is just nuts. We didn't see a Reaper, right? I don't think we saw a Reaper, no. That's a really, really nice adaptation, by the way. I love that from him. That is, honestly, a very creative and honorable blind counter to my strat. Don't you guys think? It's like he could have gone for like a massive wild proxy Reaper. Instead, he scouts instantly. Not even gambling it. He scouts instantly and then plays CC first to counter my upgrade rush. That's honestly respect. That's very cool. I love that. Can I? Oh, I can actually fit a turret in there. That's nice. Okay, there we go. I do need to get my tank out here somewhere. I don't know how many Marines... Oh, it's just those. Okay. For some reason, I thought there was going to be more next to it or something. Okay, so we go over here. I'm kind of expecting a drop into the main as well. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there you go. Good thing I still have that tank over there. It's going to help me out a lot. Look at that. Beautiful shot. There we go. Plus, excuse me. +1 Marines also very helpful. And now we have these. Hey, the turrets. Oh, that's actually sick. The turrets helped out. You couldn't retreat because of the turrets because you flew past that. Hey, that's actually very nice. Let's see. Tutu is going to... I really want them to finish at the same time as the drop. Okay, I think I might have to... I don't know how much is here. He definitely has enough units to... If he could teleport all his units in here, he would have enough to kill it. Obviously, he can't, but I don't know where his units are. So, you got to be a little careful for this one. Okay, so he has a base over there. That is very likely his 4th base, I would say. Let's see. I'm going to stim it to the main base. I think that's the best idea. Let's see. Okay, he hasn't seen me, actually. He hasn't seen me, and I'm in the main base, and I have combat shields. And 2-2 finished. He's gonna have 1-1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he does have 1-1, exactly. Oh, this drop timing is sick, though. Wait, let me kill this. Guys, he doesn't have a combat shield. It's actually gonna happen. He's not gonna win that fight. He's gonna lose, I think. Look, like, no combat shield is brutal. He's making a planetary over here. Let's see. He does clean it out with the reinforcement. Planetary is not going to finish in time, I think. He's going to have to repair. Let's do some splitties. That is, by the way, like 700 minerals and mules that we're killing. That is very, very efficient. Let me kill that. And then I can go for the planetary. Maybe do we have enough to kill that? This drop did not do what it needed to do. I think we're barely not going to kill this, actually. Okay, a little bit of micro. Look at this, the micro on the Marines. We actually got it, no way. That is a disgusting snipe. That is honestly disgusting. Okay, so now our next timing is obviously going to be that 3-3. Dude, I thought I was wasting my time so hard by microing like a madman there, but then it actually paid off. That's so crazy. My last 2 or 3 Marines getting that is beautiful. That's a work of art. That's why we love StarCraft, guys. That is just right there. You guys witnessed it. That's just... What a game. What a freaking game this is. Let's see. Probably counterattacking, I guess. Oh, yeah, guys. And we can just kill him. He doesn't have combat shield. I canceled his combat shield. He can't do anything against my army, I think. Unless he's pre-sieged. Let's see. Where are you, buddy? I'm on the hunt now. I'm on the hunt. If I can find him, he will die. 3-3 is on the way, but I don't really want to wait for it. Okay, so he is upper ramp. Yeah, I was going to say, more command centers as well. Okay, so his eco is way better than ours still, by the way. Keep that in mind. Okay, no command center on the low ground. Then we are going to go for a very majestic finishing move. I didn't get a 4th base. I kind of miscalculated here. I thought he was going to all-in counterattack me for sure. But then instead he was just kind of chilling at home. So now... I have really bad eco, and that is not ideal, to say the least. Okay, so he sees my army. He's not gonna know when I'm gonna get 3-3. Let's see, let's send this one medevac away before I accidentally load my units into that one. Okay, there we go. We shift-click all of those. I still have 2 selected, I think. Yeah, exactly. And then we can very easily control group our army. We can probably make a base over here. Then we attack at the bottom. And then this drop is going to hit in his main base at the same time as 3-3. And that should be a very beautiful way to close this game out, I think. See if he has a base over here. Yeah, he's taking it now. Once again, still no combat shield, by the way. Keep that in mind. Okay, he's going to... I had a feeling he was going to move forward here. Let me just siege this tank over here. It's going to be a pretty nasty spot, actually. 3-3 is finished, by the way. Keep that in mind. Here we go. Through the turrets, baby. I don't care about your turrets. Because I have to get in here, and if I do, you will die. That is the play. And I don't even have to look because it's 3-3. It's the same as last game. Now, I don't think he has enough units to clear it up eventually, so I do have to be careful. And see, this is not a planetary yet, so we can get in here. Let me just focus fire down this CC. And then we're going to do something even more important. We are going to focus fire down the upgrades. Because if he doesn't get 3-3, he can quite literally never catch up to this. Can I escape with one? Probably. There we go. I know it was a little inefficient, but I actually think it was still a pretty good move over there. Now, ooh, don't go up there. Okay, my Marines almost got baited there, so now we're going to fight here. And here at the same time, let's bait him into the tank a little bit if I can. Okay, we got some tank fire over there, and that was very, very efficient, surprisingly. I thought it wasn't going to be efficient after I went for those eBays, but it actually was efficient. And now, more importantly, like, you guys might think it was a small deal, but his 3-3 just got delayed by like 200 seconds, by the way. Like, it's just, you know, it's horrible for him. Absolutely horrible. Now he's just not allowed to move on the map anymore for another 3.5 minutes, which is just, yeah, that's the nightmare of every Terran, I think. I do have 1,000 gas because I have just nothing to spend my gas on. I guess I might as well make like libs or something at this point. Oh, I misclicked these. I was wondering why they were awkward. Oh, no. Oh, he boosted too. Oh, that is sad for him. That's a little bit of plot armor coming into play, guys. He does get the boost so he can escape there. Does he have this base? He does have a base. I don't want to go for the planetary right now. I think it's a good time to bring my tanks, actually. I don't think it was a really good play by him to go for that drop, by the way. That's exactly what I needed to do, so I kind of feel bad that I got lucky there, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, sometimes people get lucky against me, sometimes I get lucky. It's always annoying, but there's just nothing you can do about it, right? It is what it is. Now, should we go for a big finale and stim into a tank line? I think we should. This is very not recommended, by the way, just so you guys know. But I believe that I have the situation to do it. I have 3-3 to do it. And this is going to be a brutal A move into his tank line. I think I can even siege close enough in range. There we go. His Marines are going to have no chance against the 3-3. He knows it. GG is called. And the upgrade rush takes his first Grandmaster victim, 2-0 in round number 1. Great play by Patches. Actually really enjoy this play. Definitely playing off meta, which I like. I kind of figured that since he hosts tournaments on a balance mod, he wouldn't like boring meta plays, you know, because that's kind of like the biggest criticism of SE2, I guess. That's why I hear it for. I'm making it fun by playing like an absolute idiot, you know. Really appreciated how he played. Let's see if he actually did CC first, by the way, or if it was just a fast expansion. If it was CC first, he's going to get 5 internet points from me. Let's see. Yes, it is. Ah, beautiful, man. There is just a free facts. Beautiful. Now, +5 internet points for him for this play. Beautiful blind counter. Absolutely love this. Anyway, that was series number 1. Let's keep it going. Okay, for series number 2, we have upgraded from a 5k Grandmaster Terran to a roughly, I want to say 6.2k Grandmaster Terran. Nikarok is, in my experience, he's pretty wild when it comes to MMR. He's somewhere like between 5.8 and 6.4 at his peak. So I don't know where the hell he is now. You guys probably will see it on the screen somewhere. But that's his range for me usually. Now, oh, let me get the gas this time. Nikarok is honestly one of the worst players we can play against with this challenge because he is a very aggressive Terran. And he's also very good at the aggression. He's not as much a macro guy. Not that it's a bad part of his play, but he's really... he mostly wins with like the early Reaper aggression and stuff. He's really good at that, so... That is not going to be ideal for someone who's going to play Gas Depot Engineering Bay. That is to say the least. But I'm sure we'll figure it out. I mean, like I said, I really love the challenge. If we get owned, we just get owned, you know. There's nothing wrong with it. Pro tip for the ladder as well. If you get owned, you just get owned, guys. It's not that deep, okay? Sometimes you just do. It is what it is. Not that I like getting owned, but once again, it is what it is. Now... I am expecting a double gas, like I would say 2 Reaper, 1 Hellion maybe. Sometimes he likes 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. Now I haven't played against him for a while, so I'm kind of guessing based on the past, I guess. Sometimes he goes for Proxy Reaper. If he does that, then we are royally cooked. So it is what it is. I mean, I could scout, but actually maybe can I? Well, actually, that is a pretty good block to do, I think. Maybe I'll just do that blindly. I think... Okay, so he's scouting. That is a normal time scout, I believe. So then I don't have to worry about Proxy Reaper too much. I'm going to block it anyway. Because I feel like he might try to attack me over there. He's probably really, really weirded out by my barracks timing, right? That makes sense. Okay, so now I'm just going to make the depot over here to block that out. I imagine, based on the grid, it blocks it. So I guess we'll see. And then I'll expand on the high ground over here. Now, even though he has CV scouted, I'm still expecting some kind of aggression. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful here. We are going to have to play... Last series we played all on NA. Now it's going to be a mix of NA and EU to make the ping fair. So depending on what server it is, it's going to be harder or easier for me to play against his Reapers. Okay. Oh, that's a nice start. We got the first hit. That's beautiful. Okay. Can I do any damage more? No. Okay, we're just gonna... Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Okay, thank goodness we checked that just now, by the way. That's where he jumped up the last game, and I was like, wait, what? You can jump there? Yeah, now I remember. Okay, it's good that this interaction happened, because if I was here and he would have jumped in with 2 Reapers, that would have been a very sad moment for me. Now, I think I'm gonna go for Marine 3rd. Just looking at the gas count, it's gonna be hard to afford anything else. There we go. So we go 2 Reapers. Okay, saturate this one, and I'm really pretty far back here just because I have to be, I think. If I get my Marine, I can definitely get a little bit more forward. +1 attack is also going to help out a lot for sure. And I'm really not entirely convinced of what his build is, sadly. Okay, here we go. He doesn't really... I have the +1, by the way. He's not going to expect me to have +1. Like, these units are so much stronger than he's expecting. Are they strong enough, though? Please? Oh, 1 HP. Are you kidding me? That's so close. I mean, even there, it's a completely acceptable fight for me, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. I have the Marine out here. The Marine, once again, doing way more damage than he's expecting it to. Okay, so we just have to do some very careful micro over here. Can I maybe get the low HP Reaper? That would be delicious. Barely not. I got a Hellion finishing, though. This Hellion is going to be absolutely beautiful for me. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I did attack... Oh, I attacked the wrong Reaper. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit of miss micro by me, guys. I can't lie. Okay. I still think we can find our way out of this, to be honest. But it's going to require a little bit of dancing back and forth here. Okay, Hellion is now finishing. That's going to be a very nice Hellion for sure. Okay, and now I got my Marine as well. And now I'm going to cancel this starport, I think. Micro really not the best by me so far, I'll be honest. Okay, there we go. These need to be mining. That's going to be a kill. And that's going to be a kill. Okay. And now all we can really do is just go for the 2-2 upgrades, right? What else can we really do? This is exactly what I was talking about, by the way. He's really good at this kind of stuff. I predicted it accurately. It's tough to play against people with this strategy that are good at aggression for sure. I think I could consider walling off. The scariest part about walling off for the people that are curious is that Reapers can surpass your wall anyway, right? Ooh, those are not doing anything. And if you build your barracks at the front, your barracks is kind of exposed. So what I was thinking is if I put my barracks in the back, it's actually safer for my units. And I only need to get a couple out. But he made even more units than I was anticipating. So that made that whole interaction a little bit difficult, to say the least. I'm actually still gonna. I'm still gonna be able to afford my my 2-2. I mean, barely not, but it's really close. Gonna have to get those gases, I guess. Now, how can I possibly win this game from here on out? That is the question. I'll do a little run by with these. Cyclone over here. Oh, it's Cloak Banshee. Actually, I do have a scan for it, so that's kind of all right. Gonna try to run away. I think it's still gonna die because of the... Oh, no, barely not. Okay. It was actually 1 hit away from dying because the Cyclone lock-on is a little bit weird. If you're locked on... Did I just hear another Banshee cloak? Or I think I heard him uncloak, right? I think that's what happened, yeah. Okay. I don't think I can really afford to make another Cyclone, though, to be fair. I think I'm just gonna have to go for the combat shield strat again, guys. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for the combat shield strat. 2-2 combat shield. Oh, he actually... Okay. Well, I mean, these Marines, once again... Oh, wait, the Marine doesn't die because it has armor upgrades. You guys saw that? The Marines took an extra hit because it has freaking armor upgrades. Oh, that turret, please shoot once. It was about to shoot, man. That is crazy. Oh, there's a freaking tank out here as well. Hey, maybe we can actually do a little bit of dancing. No, it's way too much stuff, right? Yeah, he's also going to be able to defend this. 2-2 is not close. Now we're going to have to concede this one. All right, GG's going to have to be called. Now, let's see quickly what build he did so we can try and dissect it for the next time. No reactor. Okay, maybe that's why it hit a little bit faster than I expected. The most common version of this is Reaper Reactor. And then you still have 3 Reapers fast, but it's like, I think it's just 5 seconds or 10 seconds delayed or so. But then you have the reactor ready. So that's usually considered the best version. But he really wants to go as fast as humanly possible. So he skipped the reactor and then he went with the 5 units. Yeah. I think I made a couple micro mistakes, but it wasn't that bad where I would say if I do it perfectly next time it's going to be okay. So I think I have to go for the wall against him because the aggression is just a little bit too strong. Unfortunate game number 1, but we're not going to give up yet. Game number 2 is going to be on Defender's Lab, which is another map we've seen before. So far we played on Black Rock and... I don't remember what the second map of the first series is called, to be honest, but we haven't seen this one yet. Now, bad news for us is that we are now playing on EU, so we're going to play with a lot more ping. The good news for us is that this map is called Defender's Lab, which, I mean, I imagine is good for defense. The bad news is that I just saw that this map has 2 Reaper Cliffs. So, that's a bit of a roller coaster, I know. I was just taking you guys along for the ride there, but that is all a bunch of scary stuff, I'm not gonna lie. Now, what am I really gonna do about it? I think I don't have many options, really. I'm gonna go for the same build, of course, because that's the point of this video. And I guess I'll just wall off and hope that we can defend his Reapers on EU. That is the deal, pretty much. It's really nothing else to it here. You guys can definitely see the ping already, right? It's pretty brutal sometimes. Cross-server gameplay is pretty hard in SE2, not gonna lie. I think it would be so much more manageable if they would just add more servers, but it's really just, you know, EU, NA, and then Korea, Taiwan, and then Australia. It's really not much more than that. So it's like, if you play against like Koreans as Europeans, or it's always just a lot of ping you have to play on. They definitely could have done a much better job there. Then again, they could have done that with most things in the last 10 years or so, let's say. Anyway, I guess I'll just go for a quick depot before the command center. High ground CC is definitely required. Like, the thing is, if we wall off, what we do is we basically take the Reapers out of the equation. That's the important part, right? If we wall off the Reapers, or sorry, we take the Hellions out of the equation. So it's going to be Reaper Marine against Reaper. He is going to scout my upgrade, but we should be able to kill that SCV-4. Timing looks about normal on that. I think... Wait, I don't think he saw the engineering bay, actually. I mean, at this point, he probably just assumes that it's there, but, you know. He didn't see it yet, guys. Surely, copium. Now, I think what he's going to try to do is jump in with a Reaper and try to... he's going to take my gas, interestingly enough. It's not usually a great move to do as a Terran, because you can very simply just... Wait, oh, I thought my Reaper was done already. You can very simply just attack the SCV, and that is pretty much it for that. Right? Like, it's not going to get that much health. Okay, let's go over here. I still have to be afraid of the same stuff. I need to be afraid of the 2 Reapers and then the 3 Reapers. And then... The thing I'm most afraid of, actually, is more like a Cyclone drop later on, because I'm not going to have that much stuff. Also, the Banshee was a great idea, by the way. I don't know if he did that because he had a feeling how I was going to play, but that was a really good idea, actually. Banshee is very good when someone doesn't have the 1-on-1 setup. Banshee, one of the reasons why you can't really play without 1-on-1, because you want a Raven and you want a Cyclone. Now, once again, I'm staying far back from the Reaper Cliff because I'm waiting for my +1 attack. Okay, that jump scare, I don't know if you guys could see that. That jump scared me a little bit straight up. I was like, oh no, the Reapers are back. Okay, let's get over here. I mean, those could actually have been normal Reapers as well. Right, they were not particularly fast or anything. Just gonna make a bunch of units over here. I would imagine that he still did play double gas, because you kind of have to choose that before you SCV scout anyway. What am I expecting? Okay, he's trying to do this. I mean, I have +1 on... Look how fast they die! It's actually disgusting how fast the units die. You can tell he's not expecting it. Like, I don't know if you guys can see how big of a difference that is, but it's honestly crazy. It's crazy how well they do. It's insane. I think I'm going to go for the fast second barracks here. And then I'm going to make... I could also make tanks, but I'm going to go for Cyclones instead. I could run by these Reapers as well. Maybe that's not the craziest idea. I'm not 100% sold on it, because I do need as many units as home as I can, right? I just want to say, by the way, even this build is making me believe in the upgrade rush. Like, this legit, like, you can survive an attack while getting upgrades that early. I think it's just kind of crazy. Now, look at this. Here we go. Should be able to get a couple of SUVs at least, I think. That's one. Okay, get another one, probably. There we go. And another one over there. That's 3 SUVs killed. Very, very nice. Now, I also got my Cyclone out. Let's see if... No, he's not going to let me scout. Would have been nice, but he didn't feel like being kind to me. That's okay. I could go for turrets. I could also go for scan. I'm going to go for scan. Okay. I think I'm just going to make turrets. I don't really want to be troubling myself with, you know, with scanning all the time and stuff like that. Okay. Or maybe I can actually get in here with a Cyclone, get a free kill. That would be nice. Got the Reaper as well. That's one of the better pickoffs that I could have had for sure. Okay. Can I move out with this? That's a good question. Oh, whew. Gotta be careful there. Okay, he's trying to lock onto my Cyclone. I don't want that to happen. Now I got a second Cyclone. And we're gonna be able to get his one as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, really good start here, guys, for sure. Really, really nice start. And I got my 2-2 on the way already as well, which is just delicious. Now, is he going to go for the Banshee, or was it just an interference matrix? We can't really know. At this point, since I haven't seen Banshees, I'm tempted to say that it was interference matrix on the tech lab, but still don't really regret making these turrets. Obviously, ideally, you're just greedy as hell, but, you know, what can you do? A combat shield is on the way, which is nice. I think I'm gonna go for the third barracks already. I'm gonna try to see if I can do... Oh, there's a freaking... Oh, it was a Banshee. Okay, nice that we got the turrets then. That's beautiful. Okay, very good. Yeah, I kind of thought it was gonna be interference matrix at this point because we didn't see a unit for long enough. But let's see if we can find the Banshee. That would be delicious. Okay. Oh, it's over here somewhere. I couldn't see where it was going, sadly for me. I have to be very careful with Banshees and Cyclones, because Banshees can just as easily kill the Cyclone. You really have to babysit them like crazy. Okay. I'm afraid that he's going to go for some kind of tank push again. That's the scariest thing for sure. Okay. Trying to scoot around. Still don't see anything. Go for medevacs now as well, and then we're going to get the extra gases. Let's see. Combat shield is just 10 seconds away. That's nice. I see the Banshee close to my main base. It looks like he might have only made one, actually. Which is pretty crazy, because he did get cloak for it. So, let's see. Is it still here? Probably still chilling over there, yeah. Makes sense. Okay, now we're gonna get Stim after. Oh, he just came back. He does have a cloak on it, but... Yeah, I had a feeling that he might not use it in time, so I was waiting. Yeah, that's nice. Like that. Okay. And do we move across? The answer is definitely. We're gonna have 2-2 very, very shortly. Like 20 seconds or so by the looks of it. And we might be able to get a nice attack in here. Okay, then we're going to start building tanks as well. Yeah, the scariest thing is that we can't fight into tanks directly still, right? Like, that's going to be a bit of a problem if we do. Don't have Stim yet either. Definitely could have launched some more mules, by the way. That's a bit of a mistake. It's just, it's very automatic for me to see invisible stuff and just, you know, not drop mules ever again. But that's not exactly what you want to be doing, of course. Now, that is a scary scan, I have to say. Let's see, is he over here? Okay. Chilling here for now. He doesn't have... I have 3-3 against 0-0 right now, which is crazy, by the way. He might want to fight me. I think he's scared of the upgrades. I think he realized that I have them. That's so funny. I mean, his army is absolutely gargantuan compared to mine. Okay, he's 1-1 now. He was waiting for his 1-1. I see. Okay, I think I got some medevacs on the way now as well. Let's see, do you want to fight against me here? I'm kind of down, actually, but you got to be careful for the sieges, of course. You don't want to get locked into fighting. That's kind of the thing. Okay, there we go. I saw him unsiege, so we go for it. He doesn't know that I don't have Stim, by the way, right? So, oh, that's a little bit far forward, so I'm going to have to back off. Ooh, barely didn't get a hit on my units there, which is great. And I'm going to go for the extra barracks. Do I have Stim yet? Not quite yet. Stim is now finished. Okay. I mean, I'm just staying around here. Just unsiege, bro. No, he doesn't want to unsiege. I mean, of course he doesn't, but it would be delicious if he did. 3-3 is on the way. Keep that in mind. Let's see if I can get anything over here. Still scanning like an absolute mad lad he is. Maybe I can go down here a little bit. See if I can... oh, that's the wrong base. Can I find an angle maybe here, perhaps? Okay. I don't want him to siege in my face. That's the annoying thing. That would be quite unpleasant if he did. Let's check up here. I don't see him. Okay, oh, he is down here. We missed him there for a second. Okay, I think we're going to go for the SCV pull and the attack in. Yeah, look, we have the upgrades here, guys. The upgrades should carry us to this victory, to be honest. I know it looks extremely questionable, but you have to believe in the upgrades, guys. If you don't believe in the upgrades, what do you believe in? Here we go. We're going to get through. We're going to do some splitties over here as well. Make sure that we don't lose too many Marines. And we are going to break through here. There you go. That is a beautiful fight. Obviously, we did lose a bunch of SCVs, but I still have the 3-3 on the way. And that is very, very important here. I am a bit... I wish these had reactors already. Kind of wish that I made those before. There we go. Okay, let's see. He's going to be chilling at home for a while. I am still here as well. I got to drop every single mule I have, of course. 3-3 is going to be in... How long is that? 25 seconds. Okay, okay. I guess we're probably going to have to wait for that. There's a chance we get 3-3 before he gets 2-2. I think there's actually a decent chance. In that case, we do need to grab our opportunity, right? I'm going to make a sensor tower over here to make it look like I have a fourth base. Okay. And then we're just going to go down here. At this point, if the game gets chaotic, that would be good for us. I think that's what we want. We want a little bit of chaos. I think that would be nice. Okay, let's see. I have 2 tanks here with my army. I could drop into the main base. If he doesn't have vision here, I'll drop it to the main base, I think. 3-3 is now finished. And I think I'm going to make use of that opportunity to drop the main base. That is the play. Be careful with this rally over here. I don't know what he has. I would imagine maybe like a turret or so. Hopefully not multiple. No. Actually, well, he has a little bit. Okay, there we go. Gonna drop on top. It is... Okay, so he does have 2-2. So it's going to be 3-3 against 2-2. That is the deal here. This is going to be very... Look at that. So many units dying instantly, by the way. Beautiful. Gonna kill the armory as well. He also has 2 factory tank. Oh, I didn't even realize I had this squad running here. That's not entirely intentional. He cannot fight this guy. It's 3-3. It's an absolutely brutal fight for him. Look at that. Absolutely disgusting. Now my marines have been cleared up. I think we're gonna go around and we're gonna go into this third base over here. Look at this. And now he can't mine from here for a hot minute, which would be very, very nice. I also have a cyclone. He's losing so many ACV. He's going to try to drop on top of me once again. This is 3-3 marines, though, so this is very unpleasant to drop into, to say the least. He does have slightly too many units, though, so we're going to have to back off for just a little bit. Okay. Should I fight him over here? Maybe. No, I think... Well, actually, yeah, we should totally fight him with these reinforcements. That is for sure. There we go. Okay. Should I siege on top? I think I should, actually. There we go, because that's going to force him to back off momentarily. Once again, we still have 3-3 on these marines, guys, and it's so freaking powerful. I am pretty much out of juice on the medevacs, though. Okay, I was trying to target down his medevacs for a second. GG is called. And we have beaten a 6.4k peak Terran with the engineering bay first. Okay, guys, how is it so good? Why is it so every time, man? It just never ends. I say this every single episode, but it just happens every single time. It's just so sick. Like, look at these upgrades over here. My 3-3 is freaking almost done. His 2-2 was halfway. I think, judging by this timing, by the way, if I had dropped, like, let's say 5 seconds before 3-3, that's how you hit a timing, by the way. You want to hit a bit before the upgrades. The problem is that you might get attacked on before you get there, but that's the ideal. If I dropped here right away, I would have had 3-3 against 1-1. Wouldn't actually have mattered too much, unless I could have killed the engineering bay, because we didn't get to fight, right? Let's actually look for a second, because it's going to be quite close, I think. It's actually very close. Maybe the 2-2 finishes just in time. I mean, it's like, really, we had a timing of like 7 seconds for +2 armor. Like, it would have been possible. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. Like, if I dropped exactly on time, or ideally even before, I would have been here already. I could have canceled at least one of these eBays, would have been even more brutal, but that is a fantastic dub. Let's go to game number 3. Okay, game number 3 is on Sanctuary 3. Now, I was bantering me with the caster, Steadfast the caster. He always likes casting my games. He was very, very hyped with that victory. He always loves seeing my shenanigans, work out. And I told him the upgrade rush is the GOAT build of SE2, which I think is actually true. It's just the best. And I added, I say very carefully before I get proxy reapered, because honestly, if I was him, he does do that build sometimes. I would pull it out, you know, like that's just, I mean, at this point you have to. You can't go down to the upgrade rush again. Now this map doesn't seem to have that many. Oh, I actually went for the delayed gas again. That's okay. A little bit of a switch up, accidental switch up, once per series, I guess. Looks like it's gonna be. Actually, pretty nice timing for that accidental switch up, I want to say, because it could be nicer against Proxy Reaper. I could actually go for an SCV scout as well. Is that nice? I think that is pretty nice, right? 16.5 or so. This map also looks pretty small, I have to say. I could also scout around my base. I think that's maybe even better, actually. I'll scout around my base instead. How about that? And then we'll get the engineering bay with this guy. And then I believe what we saw was that it's Marine Reaper, right? I feel like if he would proxy Reaper me, it should be here somewhere. So I'm going to check there first. I think it was Marine Reaper. Let's see if I can find it anywhere. Okay, not here. That is reassuring. Just going to check the low ground real quick as well. Yeah, it looks like we're safe from the proxy Reaper. That is nice. Was it? Yeah, Marine first for sure. Okay. So we go Marine first, and then upgrade, and then Orbital. Normally you get the Orbital first, of course, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do to make an upgrade rush happen. Normal SCV scout timing as well. Okay, it looks like we're in the clear, at least when it comes to Proxy Reapers. Now, maybe he's gonna look at this. This is actually sick. I scouted for a Proxy Reaper, but to him that might look sus, you know? That's actually pretty nice. A little bit of accidental mind games there. Now, actually, I might still have to wall this off. I don't know if I want to wall it off with a reactor is the main thing here. Walling that off with a reactor would be a little bit... Like, reactors build slow, so they die pretty easily when they're being constructed, so that could give him an opportunity to get in. That's kind of what I'm worried about here. Okay, let's go for the command center, make another Reaper. I'm actually, you know what? I think I'm going to wall it off with another depot, honestly. I feel like that's okay to do. Just looking at my gas count and stuff, I think that's pretty reasonable. Then I can make another gas, and then I'll get the factory after. That looks pretty nice to me. This way I'm not gonna, well, hopefully not gonna die instantly to like some kind of Reaper attack. How much later is my +1 attack? It's kind of hard to say, actually. I don't think it's that much later, to be honest, but it should definitely be a little bit later. Okay, so now we get one more. He could also be going for a Reaper expand himself, by the way. Keep that in mind. First series, we had a blind counter with the CC first, which I thought was incredibly cool. Now here I was really expecting a Proxy Reaper, to be honest, from Nicorok, the aggressive Terran, but looks like that is not the case. Yeah, let's get +1 armor started already. And then I think with that double gas, we can probably pretty comfortably go for the reactor now. I'm going to send these across. I think I have to at this point. He hasn't shown up with anything. So it seems only reasonable to go across with these guys. +1 attack is going to be finished for them, which is great. Gonna get a tech lab on that guy. And gonna go for the second barracks already, actually. Maybe even the third barracks, too. I think that's pretty reasonable since I went for a slightly more economic version. Let's see if he has something spying for me up here. Oh, he did still attack me. Oh, that is such a late attack, though. I'm kind of surprised by this. Huh. That is such an incredibly late attack by him. Now, he doesn't have anything against these for a while. That is nice, but... Wait, I think my Marines almost beat his Hellions, looking at the minimap. Which is pretty freaking crazy. There we go. Also, he actually went for a super late attack, which is so unfortunate. I don't know what happened to his build. He went in so late. Wait, what did he do? Why was he so late? Oh man, he's actually gonna win because of that. Oh, that is a bit anticlimactic, not gonna lie. That is unfortunate. Yeah, GG's gonna have to be called. There's a loser bracket, by the way. Don't worry about that. Oh, that is... Why was his build so late? What did he do this time? Did he just kind of wait or go around first or something like that? Or was it just the reactor? So he switched up to go for the reactor this time, and then he still went in? I guess maybe that's just the difference. So he didn't really wait for long. I think it was just the reactor. So he just went really late. And my build was actually going to be the same situation as last game. It was going to be perfect, but I just misread his build. That is very, very unfortunate. I'm not sure why he did this, actually. It seems a little crazy to me to like fail with this attack and then do like a slightly later version against the same build. But it is what it is. He probably just YOLO'd the build, made him feel safe, and he went for it. These two Reapers obviously not going to have as much power as his 3 Reapers on this side, especially considering his Cyclone was significantly further advanced. But that is what it is. It is what it is. Once again, for the 10th time this episode, it is what it is. We would take one game against a very high Omar Terran, and now we get to dominate and terrorize the loser bracket. Okay, so for our first series in the loser bracket, I'm actually not even sure if this is allowed, by the way, playing on a barcode, to be honest, but it's whatever. I think if I showed this to the admins or the host, they would honestly kick him out, because the host... well, actually, I think it's hosted by multiple people, but I know Rotterdam is one of the hosts, and he absolutely hates barcodes. Anyway, this is Sunrise, a 5.5k Terran, so he's in between my last 2 opponents. A little unfortunate we're getting mad Terrans today. Not necessarily because I minded for the build, because the build, I mean, especially after beating Nicorok, seems to be pretty good against Terran, but I like my variety, you know. Now, if we win this one, I did see that we're going to non-Terran in the bracket. So hopefully we do win this one. Once again, the possibility of getting Proxy Reaper is always there. You know, I wouldn't mind actually just SCV scouting for a Proxy. This map has a double Reaper cliff. Okay, that is pleasant. That's going to be a little bit harder to jump up on. This is also a Reaper cliff, as you can see. Okay. Might be manageable. I mean, the thing with Proxy Reaper is that there's always a chance, because it's a almost purely micro-based build, right? You have the micro on the defense, your opponent has the micro on the attack. Obviously, some builds have like theoretical victories or defeats, but if he messes up, I think there's always a way to win. But yeah, messing up when, you know, you're doing Proxy Reaper against someone that played eBay first, that's a little bit harder to do than messing up against a normal build. And I think I'm just going to give it a quick check, actually. It's just the best of 1 in the loser bracket. Not sure if I mentioned it. The entire loser bracket is best of 1. And I don't want to just risk it on a non-scout. Even if my build would still lose, I would rather have scouted it and then just see for myself, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't see anything over here yet. I don't think I've actually heard of this guy, by the way. A 5.5k Terran called Sunrise. I feel like I should know him at that MMR, but I don't. Could have been a name change as well, right? I feel like I should 100% know this guy, but I don't, so... Apologies, I guess. Now, the sad part about this, or the unfortunate part about that, is that I don't know what his playstyle is like. Like with Nicorach, for example, I knew he was going to be aggressive, and then we lost because he was even more aggressive than I thought he was going to be, basically, right? But for this guy, I don't really know if I should be sitting in my base or if I should be moving out. Like, it's just not going to be an easy one. Also, this Reaper Cliff is a little nasty, I have to say. There's so many Reaper Cliffs here. I mean, that would be nice for me normally, but now it's a little bit worrying, right? So we saw an aggressive Reaper with no SCV scout, by the way. So it is likely that it is a double gas. Which means that, honestly, based on the last game we played, we should probably just stay at home. Even if, like, the logical time for an attack has passed, I think we're just going to stay at home, to be honest. Because I don't want to die like that again. And, I mean, there's always things that are going to be problematic. Like, for example, the Cyclone drop would be very, very hard to play against. But it's like, you know, you can't really prepare for everything when you play a build like this, I guess. So, I guess we'll see. Now, should I just make Hellions or should I go for the Cyclone right away? I think since I have +1, I can actually go instant Cyclone. Like, based on last game, if I didn't move out with the 2 Reapers, I would have been fine with these amount of units. Because you basically have this against 3 Reapers, 2 Hellions, and it's pretty much... It's the same build, actually. It's 3 Reapers, pretty much, right? So, keep in mind, guys, these are +1 units, so they're stronger than you would expect. Oh, that actually... That was annoying. You saw that? It was freaking supply blocked on like 1 millisecond on my CC. Okay, so he went back. I'm kind of surprised he went back. Unless he clicked on my units and saw the +1, that would be a pretty crazy time to go back, actually. I don't think he saw the engineering base still, by the way. Did he go that far? I don't think he did. Okay, well, I'm just going to chill here and keep making stuff, honestly. Really don't want to die by moving out, that is for sure. And here we go. I think it's a good time to get Armory and second eBay. I say when I'm trying not to die at the same time, but I mean, it's... You guys know me. You guys are used to this stuff at this point, you know. Alright, let's get combat shield. Should I get a tank? Oh, I kind of want to get combat shield first, though. Yeah, I think we can move out here, actually. Only because we have +1, by the way. Without +1, I would not actually move out here. But, like, these Marines are going to be super strong, and the Reapers, too. Look. There we go. Okay. Am I... Actually, both... Did I lose 1 Marine only? Did I see... Oh, dude, for a second, I thought I forgot my upgrade. I saw the second eBay not building, and my brain was like, oh, no. But no, we're safe for now. I think I might have only lost 1 Marine there against 5 units, which is crazy. Now, is it going to be Banshee again? I mean, Banshee is so weird that I kind of want to... Just because we already played against it, I don't want to defend against it again. Because it's like, there's no way I'm going to play against it twice in a row, right? But, yeah, you just don't really know. This Cyclone, I'm going to keep it a little bit further back in case he drops on the edge of my base. Let's see if there's something up here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can get in. There's a Cyclone and a 3rd CC. That's actually a very nice scout. That's an extremely pleasant scout right there. Then I guess I can probably go for barracks number 3 as well. 2 tanks already? How do you have so many freaking units already, bro? What the hell? Isn't that kind of crazy? 1 Cyclone and 2 tanks? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It sounds like a lot to me. I mean, I'm kind of scared of getting attacked. I do have my combat shield, though. Combat shield first. eBay into combat shield. That's the play, guys. eBay into freaking combat shield. I'm going to move out with a Marine first. This is the way you want to move out if you're afraid of 1 Cyclone, by the way. Because then your Marine baits the lock-on. And your Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Oh, this would be a legendary catch, though. Okay, we move it back just a little bit. Marine is giving me vision. Look at that. Wow, that is beautiful. Now, the problem is that means he is moving out, and we do not have... I think I'm just going to have to go for it instantly. I do not have my 1-1 ready yet. He's going to drop a lot of auto turrets. The 1-1 in Marines is going to go absolutely ham, by the way. And keep in mind, guys, that 1-1 or the upgrades also help for the SCVs. Oh, I did lose the lock on there. Here we go. Wow, how did that reach? That's a scam. Oh, please don't die. I can't... Oh, I lost a couple of Marines. I cannot afford to lose Marines right now. I'm going to go for it again. He has 2 more auto turrets, sadly, for me. I'm splitting my units. That Marine from downtown. Dude, even the +1 armor on the SCVs is kind of going ham right now. Let's snipe 1 tank. 2-2 is so freaking close. Please stop dying. But it's not quite there yet. I need my 2-2. He is out of energy right now, guys, which is a really big deal. You see, he's obviously not going to get an upgrade anytime soon on these, so that is very important. I also don't want him to get... the tank any closer or to recharge auto turrets, but I think we're kind of just gonna have to bite the bullet there. If I can clean up this army there is still away, guys, because I am gonna get 2-2. It's like 10 seconds away. It is so freaking close, actually. Oh, he's actually focusing everything on the CC right now. Okay, he dropped an auto turret. That's nice. Okay, now my +2 armor finishes, I believe. Yeah, it's now finished. And now I think we can actually go for it. He's still trying to attack that. Okay, a couple splitties. I'm not sure what his units are attacking. Okay, more splitties. Can we do this, guys? I mean, the 2-2 upgrades on the Marines is so freaking strong. But is it strong enough? I actually did get stim in the middle of that, okay? We're gonna be able to kill one tank. No, we actually barely don't get it. Maybe the snipe with this one. Okay, we're gonna get this one. Maybe we can get a Cyclone as well, but it's not gonna be enough. GG is gonna have to be called. And Sunrise wins. Oh, it was actually an all-in as well. Oh, I didn't even realize that he went for an all-in here. Wait, that is... Did he? No, he went for a 3cc. So when the hell did that second... factory start? Okay, so this is... Yeah, okay, I wasn't crazy, right? This is the that I scouted. And then... Oh, no, okay, for a second... Well, I mean, okay, it's not an all-in, but it's a very committed push. I know it sounds weird because he has 3cc and even a 4cc. These CCs, the only reason he has them is because when you play mech like this, you have too many minerals. So you kind of just dump it somewhere. So he went for like instant reactor Viking with the double factory. Really good tank push. Yeah, honestly, this was a really good test because this is the kind of build that I was mostly afraid of. Because as you can see, you just don't really have enough stuff to stop it. In this case, could I have gotten stim? I'm actually starting to wonder whether I could get stim instead in this specific scenario, because what I can do is I can be out on the map and I can fight him before he's sieged. I'm going to tell you guys one big reason. You guys are going to understand instantly why Combat Shield is pretty good here. If you stim, your Marines are going down to 35 health, and it means you get one shot by tanks with splash, but that might get offset by the +1 armor, so they all survive on 1 HP, but then obviously they're still just 1 HP target. So it's a hard solve here. But yeah, a little bit of a shame that we lost here. I think we had a chance to win against Nicaragua in the winner bracket. Would have been nice to play some other matchups as well. Maybe I'll do it again just so we can try this against Protoss Zerg in the Terran as well, but that's going to be it for today. Had a fantastic time. We 2-0 Grandmaster Terran. We won one game against a 6.4k Terran, which is massive. And then we lost against Sunrise in the loser bracket, but that's okay. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all for the next one. Adios.